today on NewbieVeT. Got a special guest.
Yes.
Got my boy. Got the legend. Got the iconic.
That's
comedian Saseddrick.
Yes. What's going on, man? I see NewbieVeT blowing up.
Oh, man.
Hats off to you. I ain't gonna take my hat off right now. I ain't got my hair done up under here. So I ain't gonna take it off, man. But hey, man, much love and everything you accomplished, man. Nigga got an app, man.
Yeah.
I went to the app store and downloaded your shit. You got an app, nigga. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, man.
CTC United download, nigga. That was all right there, man. That's good shit, man. Yeah.
Just trying to create some stuff, man. Create a wave, man.
Oh yeah. You done created a wave now. Yeah. I mean, you done had some people on the show too.
Oh yeah.
Hey, niggas coming on here with big old sticks. I was like, rappers coming on here telling about all their charges. Yeah, I was locked up, nigga. I was locked up. That right. Oh shit. I called a bid, man. Oh man. What you did, man? I pulled up on the spot, man, and they got me, man. I was possession or commit a firearm. Dude said possession or commit a firearm. I said, oh Lord, NewbieVeT is taking off, boy. These niggas just doing their thing on here. They whole rap sheet was on here. Niggas show up smoking weed. How y'all gonna do some illegal shit? No, you got a record already on camera. Yeah, nigga. I love it, man. Hey, man, it's Black Power, man. It's Black Power, man. As long as everybody doing their thing, man.
Yeah.
Boy, look here, yeah. But you done had some good interviews, though.
Yeah, man. So you just had a show with Tony Tone.
Tony Tone, my man from BET, Comic View, Def Jam. He was the ringmaster of the Universal Soul Circus, man. He came through and gave us an hour and 15 minutes of that work, man. It was beautiful, man. Great show. Shout out to Icons for having us, man. We had a wonderful time. Everything went good. We had Jake Staley from Columbia came down. We had a wonderful show, man. Shout out to my man EJ Rogers. He came through, did his thing, man. You know, work, man.
Most definitely. So how you out linking with Tony Tone and making this happen?
It's funny, man. I actually met Tony Tone a couple years ago at comedians, man. That's how comedians get work. They meet other comedians. Comedians put other comedians on the spot. Just networking, right? They used to do comedy back in the day at Alter Egos. Well, it's been 4 things since then. Now it's a restaurant, you know what I'm saying? It was an after hours spot, and I don't know what they do there. And I forgot, what's the name of it now?
706 Lounge?
The little restaurant joint. It used to be Alter Egos right there by Pep Boys.
706 Lounge?
No, that ain't 706. No, 706 around the corner.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, it's right there in the middle.
In the middle, yeah, right there, man.
I can't
We used to do comedy there on Tuesday nights, man.
Okay.
And my boy Fredo Food Stamp Davis used to come through and host, and he would bring a lot of different comedians from the A with him. And I met Tony Tone there, and then we ended up bumping into each other, doing some other stuff together. He was at Joker's Comedy Club when I was hosting there. We was moving around doing some other stuff. When I was at Chevy's nightclub, I had to come over there, and I bumped into him at the Comedy House a couple months ago, and I asked him to come through, man, and he came through.
That's what's up, man. That's all. So is it always easy like that, trying to connect with artists and trying to bring them down or to do a show with them, or you got your hit and miss? You
hit and miss, but we network, we form relationships, we get cool. And then with this pandemic, niggas in the struggle now. Right. So you can probably comedians like airplane prices, man. They went down. You know what I mean? Niggas, boom, niggas' career going down. So, I mean, we just try to keep each other afloat, man. If you know somebody, it's like when you work together, and because if you used to go to Atlanta, like right now, Atlanta has a lot of comedy spots.
Right.
If I'm cool with somebody, say, hey man, come through, do my spot. What'll happen is they'll leave there. And they'll go to about 3 or 4 other places. So you have an opportunity to meet a lot of comedians, just moving around the city like that.
Right.
And when people, they know you, they respect you, they know you funny, they'll come deal with you. Or if you cool with certain other people, because my man Tyler Craig is like an OG. And when he put the stamp on my name, now I know a whole bunch of other comedians through him. People like Fredo Davis, my man Chris Set It Off Jones, we kind of say each other's name, and then people, oh, you know him? Oh, you know him? Oh, you know him? And we kind of network like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So is during the coronavirus, like, the shows are hurting the comedians the worst, right?
Yeah. I mean, cause you got a lot of comedians that was their primary source of income.
Right.
Was traveling, going making money, you know, that tax-free money, the money you don't report to the IRS, that was their main thing, you know what I mean?
Right.
But now, since, you know, the pandemic, the crowds got smaller. Everything shut down for a minute. It's starting to open back up a little bit,
Right.
but you still got a lot of people that's caught in the struggle. That's your primary source of income, and that get like pretty much stopped, slowed down, taken away. You know, them bills don't stop though.
Right.
That mortgage, that rent,
Right.
that the car payment.
Right.
You know, you got a little kid with braces. Them braces payments, they don't stop. So, you know,
Right.
it slowed it down for a lot of cats. But for the people who haven't made it though, it gave us another opportunity to come up. Because now the playing field is level.
Yeah.
Everybody is on the same playing field. You know, we're on the same thing. We're in the same game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's crazy. It's crazy that it's like that, but it's actually like that because the independent people now we on the same level as the mains now.
That's it. Yeah.
We all struggling for sure.
That's it. I rode by the movie theater the other day, man. Matter of fact, I just walked around the parking lot. I got some exercise. No cars out there.
None.
Movie theater, dead. Then I had a Wonder Woman movie come out. Wonder Woman didn't even make it to the theater. She dead. Killed Wonder Woman ass.
So, when it comes to comedy, there's different types of comedians, right?
Yeah.
You got your what would you consider like a C-list comedian?
A C-list, I consider myself to be a C-list comedian because I haven't made it. I haven't got to that level.
Right.
You know what I mean? We still on like the chitlin circuit. We pretty much taking what we can get. We still doing a lot of stuff, you know, discounted or low prices. Sometimes we do shows just to get work. You know what I mean? Somebody call you up, you ain't got nothing else to do. Hey, man, you want to do it for $50? You want to say, man, hell no. Then you start thinking, hey, hold up. That's a tank of gas. You know what I mean? That's going to get me to back and forth to work next week. You know, you might consider it, you know, because, you know, you haven't made it to that level, right? And I think C-list is also people that are funny, but they can't, they don't sell tickets like a B-list or A-list comedian does. Right. You know what I'm saying? You have people that was touring, doing their thing that might have been on Comic View or Def Jam back in the day. You know what I'm saying? They would be considered C-list now. No, they would be considered B-list. Yeah, they'd be considered B-list because, you know, you see them, you're like, I've heard of them before. I remember him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they can command a little bit more money. They can sell a few more tickets. Right. Now, your A-listers, that's the people that sell out every time. That's going to be your Dave Chappelle. That's going to be your Kevin Hart's. That's going to be your Mike Epps. That's going to be the people that, on a national level, that everybody knows. Right. Everybody's dying to see. You know what I mean? Right. So that's kind of like the levels thing with it, where it is right now. So, you know, I'm grinding, man. I'm happy to be a C-lister. I'm blessed. Right. Because, I mean, working a job every day, showing up on time, trying not to get rolled up. Or fired, that's hard. Yeah. Coming out slanging these jokes, man, that's easy mouth. You just want me to act a fool for 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes? Shit, I got a lot of stuff to tell these folks. We just go out and make it happen, man. You do it. I remember 2 pieces of advice I always remember comedians gave me. The best advice, my homeboy Fredo Davis told me. He said, hey, man, I want you to always do comedy. And it's funny because Fredo, he drank a lot. So you don't know what he's going to say next. Right. So he just pops up one day. He pulled me to the side. He said, hey, man, I want you to know. Always do comedy for the love. And you like, okay. We're in the middle of the club. Somebody else on stage. This nigga's drunk. I was like, all right. I'm telling you, no, I'm telling you. And then, you know, a drunk person grab you when you try to walk away. Hey, come here. Let me tell you something. I said, okay. He said, because if you do it for the money, you'll end up quitting. I said, okay, all right. You know, you have to let him, you know, give him that drunk moment, a confirmation, like, yeah, okay, I heard what you said. But then he turned around, and then, like, it played back to me later on in life. I was like, oh, he was right. Because you see so many comedians, you know comedians, they come in, you know, it don't go the way they want to. They just quit, stop, or they don't, you know, or they want to come in thinking they're going to make money off the rip. It ain't like that. You got to pay your dues, learn your craft, get better, put in the work. You know what I mean? And the second best advice I ever got was from a gentleman named Micah Bam Bam White. I did a show with him. He was touring with Gary Owen. I hosted a show downtown with him and Gary Owen. And he said, man, comedians, they write out these elaborate stories and jokes to learn how to tell their own story. Once I heard that and it sunk in, I was like, you know what? I got plenty of stuff to talk about.
Right.
So now I'm up there just talking about life experience, life stories, things I've seen other people go through.
Right.
And we're just making that everyday funny. Since then, I have not had a day of writer's block.
Right.
Sometimes you hear, you be like, man, I can't think of nothing to come up with. Or you see somebody that's really, really good.
Right.
You're like, oh, man, I wish I could do what they do, man. No. You got your own journey, your own story to tell.
Right.
And once you tell your own story, can't nobody say you stole their jokes.
Right.
Nobody. That's a big thing that's going on in the industry, too. People steal jokes and stuff, take and remix them. You ain't got to worry about none of that because you authentic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Telling your story.
Right.
So, yeah, that's two pieces of advice I always hold on to.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So since our last conversation, last time we talked about Trump.
Yeah.
And
Trump's gone now.
He's gone now.
He's gone. Hey, man, it's so funny, man, because Trump is like, I mean, I tell jokes, but having Trump as in the office, that's comedy, man.
That's money.
I mean, that's crazy, man.
Money.
We had a racist, unpolitical figure in the White House who felt he could do or say anything, man. Everybody know one of them cocky ass white boys you went to school with.
Right.
That feel they could get away with anything.
Cause they got a couple black homeboys.
You got a couple black homeboys, got a bunch of white homeboys, everything good, got a, pickup truck, buck knife, and all that stuff.
And he might listen to occasional rap music every night.
He might, yeah. Hey, man, you heard the Migos? I love that shit, man. Them kind of. Right. But he made it to the White House, and it's like, man, our country was a joke for the rest of the world for 4 years.
So you think by putting Trump in office that made us look like a joke?
Yeah, come on, man. Nobody was taking you serious, man. Nobody take you serious, man. You got your president. Come on, your president's in the White House. The toupee is on backwards. He's on Twitter. He only talked to Fox News. Come on, man. We was just really looking backwards. He shouldn't have won in the first place. Right. He represented everything that a president is not supposed to be. He wasn't presidential at all, man. You know what? I think every president that's been in the White House is racist. Yeah. But you can't come out and say you're racist. Right. You gotta let me, you gotta let me find out. You gotta slip up somewhere. I know you're racist. I know what you're saying behind closed doors, but you can't be outwardly racist.
You gotta let me find out.
Yeah, man. Trump came to office, man. I'm talking about it was redneck season. They was ready, man. Like, golly, y'all stormed the Pentagon. Right. Took over. Right. Breaking up stuff.
So what you thought about that when you saw that footage?
They should have shot every one of them. They should have shot them. As soon as they broke in there and bam, 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 they should have shot every one of them. Yeah. It should have been like on life. As you can see, we don't have a fence. Well, we have. Tell them about the gun line, boss. Yeah. They crossed the gun line. They should have shot all of them down.
Yeah, but that's a high security.
High security, man. They had enough ammo and everything on tap to do it. Right. But let it had been 13 niggas ran across that first. They'd have gunned their ass down. Right.
So let me ask you a question. So if they would have slaughtered, there would have been a slaughter if they would have let fire on that many people, because they ain't like they had a bunch of guns out there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No. But, that would have made them look bad if they would have killed all the many people in front of cameras.
Now, what they would have did, once they started shooting, the rest of them would have got the hell out of there.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, you run in there, and you see people, the resistance is moving further and further. It was breaking down windows and bros, just moving further and further, made it all the way to the inside. You start shooting their ass from the outside, I guarantee you somebody would have changed their mind. Somebody, yeah, hell yeah. Oh shit, them motherfuckers, they done shot Earl ass. Oh, let me get my ass up out of here. I got to go to work tomorrow. I can't be hiding your face, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Right. They should have went over here and laid them down, man. They would have protected the fort. That's what we're supposed to do. Right. If any enemy threat would have did that, they would have gunned them down. They'd have gunned them down. Yep, they should have gunned them.
Yeah, that's like going to a nuclear plant and threatening to bomb it.
Man, go to SRS, see what happened to you. I know a couple cats work out there. They gonna shoot you 2 miles up the road. Man, that's just crazy, man. And just have your president be the leader or something like that, man. Right. On government, on U.S. soil, man. That's a terroristic act on U.S. soil. How does that sound? Right. Nobody would have did that. Nobody would have did that. Ronald Reagan wouldn't have did that. He was too busy being pretty in the motorcade. JFK waving at people. You know what I'm saying? We had glamorous presidents before this. Right. You know what I'm saying? People that we respected. Right. Even if we ain't like them, or agree with their views, we respected them. They were respectful men. They respected the flag stood for something. You know what I mean? They respected it, man.
Is Bill Clinton still a top 5 president?
All day.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, man. Anytime a man can be the president, you know what I'm saying? Have sex appeal with all the races. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then you get head in the White House and the woman keep the blouse. Man, that's some historic shit. That is historic, man. It don't matter that, she got on Weight Watchers later on, lost the weight. She was a fat intern at the time, but come on, man. You got head in the White House.
In the White House.
That's some amazing shit, man. And then that inspired Tyler Perry to make his stuff about. Nah, he done took it to the Oval now. All that is because of Bill Clinton, man. And he played the saxophone. Come on, man. You can't beat that. He played the saxophone. Yeah. He probably getting some head while he playing Kenny G. Oh, that feels so good. I sure like that black blouse guy. Wear the black blouse again on Tuesday.
So, do you think America will ever have a female U.S. president?
That's a good question. We're inching closer and closer to it. We have a female vice president. I think it's going to take a little bit more time because I still think older white men control the popular vote in America. And I don't think older white men want to answer to any woman.
That is true.
I don't think they want to answer to any woman. So I think it's going to take a little bit more time for that, for us to get a female commander-in-chief. And it ain't about a color thing either. Because, you know what I'm saying, most God-fearing white Americans, they don't want to hear that. They ain't trying to take no orders from no woman.
That's true. I heard that a lot growing up. I heard that a lot because I've always asked why they don't got female presidents. And I was just saying where they got female football players in the NFL. So,
I don't know. They got a girl kicking out there. They trying to get in there.
In the NFL?
No, in college.
In college?
Yeah, she go in there and kick the ball. It wobbled like hell, but she kicked it.
You think she'll have a career in the NFL?
No, I just think I think that's too physical for a woman, too physical a life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because
some limitations or something.
Yeah, it is, man. It is, but they just I just think physically men are just too much stronger than women. Especially on that professional level. Now, you got a couple that will knock your ass out in the streets. Now, you got a couple of them you don't want to run up on. But, just on the professional level where everybody is in tip-top shape and constantly working out, I don't think a woman can physically keep up with that. Right. I don't know, but them transgenders, though. You see they got them transgenders running around. They got that one.
In the UFC.
Won all the track meets. How you win all the track meets, man? My name was Donald. Now I'm Donald. I'm finna take all y'all bitches out. That's wrong, man. That's wrong.
They in the UFC too.
Oh, they UFC too?
Yeah, they fight females in the UFC, transgender.
That's terrible, man. That's not right, man.
It's not right.
You got physical advantage, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get in there with the men on that one. And then what is that? That's not domestic violence. So we know that this was at one point a man.
Right.
And they grown, so now they living their life as a woman, and they come in to beat up a woman. That's not domestic violence.
I didn't think about it like that.
That's messed up, man.
Yeah, I didn't think about it like that.
That's messed up, man.
Yeah.
Because if you leave out here right now, you go in the house and you whoop your old lady ass, they gonna throw the book at you.
Oh yeah.
But they gonna throw her some pay-per-view? That ain't right, man. That ain't right, man.
So back in the day, when there was how was domestic violence situations? How did the police handle domestic violence situations? I know you probably have some friends or something.
Oh yeah.
How did they handle the situation back then than now? I know now they lock both of you up.
Oh
back
yeah.
Then, what was the?
Oh, back then, they was definitely coming to see was anything done to the woman. They was definitely on the woman's side.
So it was more than woman.
Yeah, it was more. Yeah, it was, back in the day, it was definitely on the woman's side. Now, you had a lot of people who, had domestic violence go down and they didn't call the police. You know what I'm saying? They kept it under wraps and it was a big secret. Nobody talked about it. Right. But yeah, during the year, you get that 911 call, he going to jail. Yeah,
because you had a lot of women that was embarrassed to even tell people that about some shit like that. They kept a lot of that shit undercover.
They did, man. Right. They did. And then, a man should never hit a woman, man. That's wrong. Right. No, I don't condone domestic violence in any way, shape, or form. But after you done took a couple ass whoopings, I think you need to find another way to relate. You might not want to come in the house making all that noise. You definitely don't want to come in there talking all that shit. You got to kind of pipe down a little bit. Right. Find, duck, roll, tuck and roll, something. Get out of there, man. Get yourself out of there. I don't want to see nobody getting hurt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't the first person he whooped.
Right.
He been doing this for a while. He got a lot of experience. You got to check him out. You got a lot of experience, man. So it's funny though, man, because I remember one time, it's crazy, because I seen this guy I went to school with, and you know how you see somebody, we stayed in the same apartment complex, and I seen him like taking the trash out. Hey man, ain't you so-and-so? Yeah, man, yeah, we went to school together. Oh yeah, man. Laughing, chopping it up, talking about people. This is how I knew people involved in domestic violence, they move a different way. So I seen the same dude 2 days later at Walmart. I'm thinking we finna chop it up again. I mean, he's about right where you are. I was like, oh, what's up, boy? He looked back at he told his wife, shut your ass up. He turned back around. He looked dead in my face but didn't see me. That's how mad he was with her. And he just walked by. She had her head down, pushing the buggy like this. I was like, oh, I felt so awkward. I didn't know what to say. You know, what do you do after that? Right. You know what I'm saying? She's scared. Right. I'm scared. I'm scared for her. Right. Like, don't push the buggy that way. Yeah, go the opposite way. Go the opposite way, run. They got a substation right there. You can tell on this nigga. That's like watching Boys in the Hood. You see it coming. Yeah. You see it coming, man. Yeah. But, I mean, we laughing about it a little bit, man, but domestic violence ain't cool at all, man, you know. Yeah. And then, you know, once you get a little bit older, man, you can't be doing all that domestic violence, man, because, you know, your joints be hurting and stuff. You got that bad leg, you know what I'm saying? You might go to plant and you might take yourself out. I'm going to knock your hole. You done dislocated your knee. Now you on the ground, about to commit domestic violence, but now you on the ground. She's standing over you with the mop head, like, oh man, now you finna. Nah, man, that ain't cool, bro. That ain't cool at all, man.
So, when it comes to comedians now, do you think that we still have, because we lost a lot of comedians.
Yeah, we did.
Over the past couple of years. And there's a lot of comedians, great comedians that's not getting the recognition.
Yeah.
Like they're supposed to be getting. Yeah. But besides of the 3 comedians that you said, a few minutes ago, what are some other comedians that iconic comedians that we still have around that people need to pay attention to while they still here?
Really, I think.
Well, Paul Mooney, he can't do comedy right now because he's sick.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, he's sick. There, he got
COVID.
What we call shit.
Alzheimer's, dementia.
Yeah, dementia.
Oh wow! Wow. Yeah. Now Paul Mooney's definitely one of the best comedy minds ever. Right. I love his delivery where he talks like that. I love it, Paul Mooney. Now, man, right now, I think it's a lot of people that this younger generation, this video generation. You got a whole group of like video comedians that are out now that are getting a lot of play, and I like the traditional old school because people now the comedy game changed so much. People will watch your 30-second video before they pay money to see you come rock a stage for 40 minutes. You know what I mean? That's true. And these video guys, they done came out of nowhere, man. But it's good to see some of these guys getting their props. Like you got somebody like Carlos Miller getting his props. DC Young Fly working. I mean, getting his props, man, doing his thing. The whole 85 South movement, Chico Bean, everything that Nick Cannon did with Wild 'N Out was phenomenal. Extraordinary. All those guys are really, really talented, man. But some of my favorite, Dave Chappelle still my favorite, man. I love Dave Chappelle. The work he's doing with Netflix is great. I love Lavelle Crawford. There's another one, man. Lavelle Crawford is a beast, man. He is just every time he get out there, he rip up stages, man. Yeah. It's good to see some female comedians getting their just due. I was at the Comedy House in December with Barbara Carlisle. Barbara Carlisle is a beast, an absolute legend, man. Yeah. And I had a chance to work with her. That was such a thrill, man. And she just did the Netflix special with Tiffany Haddish. And Tiffany Haddish had a couple comedians on there too. Godfrey.
Godfrey's hilarious.
Hilarious, man. Yeah, hilarious. Yeah. Old school Tony Woods. They had some great comedians on there, man. On that whole special. So I'm looking. What you think about Eric Spears, man? Eric Spears is funny, man. I think his personality is not warm. Right. He's like, he rubbed some people the wrong way, and I think when he did that show where he was a judge, he was really harsh. He was he was a judge on one of the comedy competitions one time. And he was just extra. Real asshole. I think that kind of hurt him because. You can be opinionated, have strong opinions. You can even have offensive comedy. Because I think like Corey Holcomb, He has a offensive kind of comedy style, but I mean, we have to be marketable at the end of the day. Right. I mean, so we need people to like us. Right. To, you know, to build a fan base, to have people come around. But Eric Spears is super talented, man.
He's super talented, man.
Yeah. It just need impersonations and all that stuff. A comedy veteran. He's an awesome comedian. Awesome.
Man. Yeah, I was saying that like certain comedians like that has that potential to go to that next level. Yeah. And he actually had the white people ready to invest in him. Yeah. But hey, like you said,
the Hollywood thing can go left at any time. I've seen stories of people that left and went to go to Hollywood, end up coming back for different reasons, man. I think you got to find what you're comfortable doing. Some people are just comfortable club comedians. Some people are just comfortable openers. Some people are not just going to be superstars. They're not going to be able to appeal to all crowds. You got some niggas that don't come out the house at 10 o'clock. So, you know, they're doing hood comedy. Hood comedy is when you be like, you know, they don't want to hear you tell a story. They want to hear you say some hood shit. Yeah, man, I knocked the bitch out today. I ain't nigga say knock the bitch out. Stuff like that. Or you just say pussy as many times as you can. Yeah, nigga, pussy. Pussy, pussy, pussy. Yeah, I just going some pussy, pussy, pussy. That's so funny. He just keeps saying pussy. You know, it's like different levels to it, man.
It is, man.
But I think about it, you know, if you were a middle America, middle of the road comedian, you want to display talent for a wide range of people. And it used to be you wanted to get on TV so you wouldn't have to work so hard. Right. You get a TV show, start doing movies, then you ain't got to tour the country and do all that work, man. So I think that's the level some people still try to get to. It's a lot of different comedians out there, a lot of different avenues. So. Right.
Like there's so many platforms out there too that you can showcase it too. So
the platform is ridiculous now. You don't, if you want to be a comedian or anything, you have no excuse not to do it now. Right. So you just find a way to get it online and just get it out there. And every video's always catching, going viral. Right. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of ways out there, man. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, all right. So when you look at certain comics that come in the game, like a lot of the comics came in like we said earlier, the internet wave. Mm-hmm. That's when the Vines was out. Yeah. You had a bunch of people. I think I seen DC on the Vines.
Yeah.
And so the D-Ray Davises and all them.
D-Ray's another funny one.
All them boys. So it's like but then you got like you said, then you got the ones that are not funny, but they might just have a popular channel.
Yeah.
It makes them funny.
It's a lot of them like that.
Right.
A lot of them. It's like this, man. It's like with any business. If you create a lane for yourself, you can find a way to prosper. You know what I mean? Because, like, I did a couple shows of Country Wayne. Some people be like, oh, Country Wayne ain't this, Country Wayne that. Country Wayne is very smart.
Well, they don't think he's funny?
I mean, some people don't think he is. I think he's very funny.
I think he's funny.
The thing is about Country Wayne is he used the whole video thing with the eyes. He worked that. And he has a terrific team of people around him, man. Right. He got people that's looking after him. Before the pandemic happened, I mean, he had dates booked out over a year. You couldn't even book this dude for a year. Over a year. His calendar was set for over a year. Right. That's phenomenal. That's amazing. That's winning. I don't care what you say.
Right. Every time I see him, he always got some type of video on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Some comedy realm, like
always, man. Working, man. I mean, you got to find. That's what it is, man. You got to find a way to stay relevant, man. I applaud those guys, man. Country Wayne has a phenomenal group of people around him. He's a down to earth dude. You know what I'm saying? We did a show in Augusta. He came downtown, hosted the after party. He was down there with the people with the microphone on the floor.
Just down to earth like that.
Down to earth like that, man. Down to earth just like that.
Where you from?
Millen, Georgia.
Oh, he's from Millen, Georgia.
Millen, yeah. Millen. Millen.
Right.
That's the shit you point. That's like, where Millen? Over there. But he found a way to make it, man. A lot of people hate on him. A lot of people say stuff behind his back. It is funny, man, because comedians are funny. Right. Because I did the show with him. Comedians I don't even talk to on a regular basis was hitting me on my inbox that same night. Hey, how was his show? Was he funny? Was he this? And I'm like, yeah, he was funny. Why y'all worried about it? Right. Y'all don't call me no other time, but you want to know if Country Wayne was funny. That's some hating shit, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because then what a lot of them did was, too, they would book shows to get on the show with him, right? And then try to use their best stuff to burn them out. Because, you know, if the people on your show come before you, do better than you, normally it makes you look bad. Right. They use their best stuff, try to burn them down. Oh, yeah, we're going to tear him up. But guess what? them people know Country Wayne, everything about him. They came to see him.
They know his personality.
They know him. Listen, they know they are lined up way outside this door. They saw you. They saw you do your thing. But they came to see him. Right. You're not finna turn no tide like that, man. You know what I mean? It's I mean, and they're like,
Bernie Mac.
Huh?
Unless you Bernie Mac.
Now that's
different.
That's different. That's different. But I mean that's a generational talent. That's a once in a lifetime. You know what I mean? You don't see that often, man.
Right.
But I mean, yeah, they used their best stuff, try to burn him out. The people came to see him. I'm talking about when we did a show I did a show with him in Augusta and Albany, Georgia.
Right.
I didn't know like how big he was. When him and his people came in, all them girls would go, "Oh my God, there go Prince Tay." I was like, "Who the fuck is Prince Tay?" I seen 3 skinny niggas. I mean, they probably weighed about 300 pounds all together. They was fresh, had the little heel finger on. They was tight. I was like, wow, they knew everything about these dudes, man. I'm talking about like waiting outside the hallway. They trying to get back to where we was. Like, oh my God, he's in there. They looking off in the door. I'm like, what? They are crazy about this dude.
He's so
No, they was all of them skinny, man. All of them, they need bodyguard. They need some protection. All them boys was little, man. But everybody had been watching them. They've been building their fan base. Everybody knew everything about it. I didn't know what is a Prince Tay. I'm like, Prince Tay, who was that? One of the dudes, little entourage. They knew him, man. They knew him, not just him, his clique, his whole clique. They knew all of them. Man, so, I mean, you can't. I mean, man, to put in work, man. I applaud him. Shout out to Country Wayne, man.
So, why is the comedian game? You know, you've been in comedy for so long.
Mm-hmm.
You know, got your, basically, you put your time and stuff in. Why is the comedy world such a cutthroat arena?
That's a good question. The comedy game is such a cutthroat arena because for different reasons. It's not an overnight success. For one, you got to work to get whatever you can get. A lot of people just want to keep people at the same level that they are. You don't want to see nobody come up and pass you. It's a crab in the bucket mentality. You know what I mean? If you have been, I never understood it until it was explained to me by Cheryl Underwood. Now, if you're a headliner and people been watching you for several years, they got your mannerisms, they got different things about your style, they been idolizing you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Why would you want to put them on a show with you to benefit from the work you done? And I thought about it, I was like, you know what? That makes no sense. But then it started making sense after I learned the game and started seeing different comedians around or whatever. Big time comedians are threatened by nobodies. You know, if you're a good comedian, they're really threatened by you.
Well, why is that? Because, I mean, the big one, you would think, like, well, I mean, I know the answer for that, but, but why is that? Because, they got the sponsors, got the platforms, they got people supporting, and they got the backing, and some call them gatekeepers.
Yeah,
they
are.
Why is it still that fear of the up and coming?
Because everything ends at some time.
Right.
Everything ends at some time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, number 8 and number 24 was totally different, man. The last couple of years, we watched Kobe play. Things was different. He wasn't the same guy.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you have a short amount of time in whatever you do, whether it's any form of entertainment, athletes, anything where careers, if you go to college and get a career, you got a certain amount of time, peak years, to make your biggest money.
Right.
You don't want to let nobody get in there on your biggest money. Think about your favorite comedian. You know what, Matt? Your favorite singer. Usher might have been your favorite singer when Confessions came out. He still got the same moves. Right. He still can make that kind of music, but that time of him being the top dude in the game is over. They moved on to somebody else now. Now it's the Chris Browns and the other people that they talking about.
Right.
Comedy's the same way.
Right.
Everybody realizes they have a short window to maximize or get the biggest money or fame or notoriety you can get. Why would you want anybody to interfere with that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't teach nobody to be the next you. You teach somebody to be the next you, they don't need you. Right. So that's how they think about it. I don't agree with that because I think it's enough opportunity for everybody to make it out there. You know what I mean? So I don't really think about it like that. Because when I produce comedy shows, I want to produce it to where we're going in a crescendo and we're laughing all night. I'm going to put somebody that's here on the show, somebody that's here on the show, somebody that's here on the show, and this motherfucker who going to tear it down at the end. Right. So now you done came up the whole night to the height and you satisfied now. That's where you ended at. The show ended up here. Right. You know what I mean? But the people that go before that, this dude up here, he might be a good dude, and he might reach back and have some of those guys come and work with him. Right. But that's not the norm. That's not the norm. So you don't want the next you to be better than you or teach him to be better than you. Right. Then they don't need you. Right. So. Right. Yeah.
Okay. Learn something new every day.
Learn something new every day, man.
Yeah.
Every day, man. Every day, man. That's what life is about. It's about learning, man.